Family-owned toy shops rely on the holidays to make money, but they could get caught in the crosshairs of a trade war if President-elect Donald Trump makes good on his promise to slap big tariffs on China. MoneyWatch's Kelly O'Grady reports on the impact tariffs could have on your wallet and your children's toy box.
Yeah, this is made in China. This is made in China. This is made in China. One of my favorites.
Jennifer Bergman is the owner of West Side Kids, an independent New York City toy store founded by her mother over 40 years ago.
People that used to shop here as children are now shopping for their children.
Large retailers like Amazon already dominate the U.S. toy market. With that size, they could likely absorb some of a tariff on China. Small businesses like West Side Kids can't.
Where do most of the products in your store come from?
China.
And kind of what percentage?
90%, I'd say.
And so if there was a tariff, would prices go up for consumers?
Absolutely. Yeah.
How quickly?
Probably instantly.
Bergman admitted she would have to pass the cost of those import taxes onto shoppers.
I love this store.
If prices were to go up, would that force you to shop somewhere else?
Yeah, it would be hard.
As more customers turn to cheaper online outlets, small toy stores are a vanishing business, along with the in-store experience.
We're a toy store. It's a magical place to bring a child.
So, Henry, what are you looking for today in the toy store?
I might get that.
With higher costs and slowing sales, Jennifer Bergman worries a potential tariff on toys made in China could put her out of business.
If you were to close, what would that mean?
Well, it would be heartbreaking. It would be a real loss for the community. I can't really imagine not being here.
All right, Kelly O'Grady joining us live now. That little boy Henry was shopping like he was in control of the wallet. That was a very cute story. Thank you for bringing us that. And also, that was the negative impact of potential tariffs. Can you explain what is President-elect Trump's plan for using tariffs to his advantage?
Yeah, Sarah, I mean, look, there is a trade-off because tariffs can be a very good negotiating tool. And this is definitely something that President-elect Trump did under his first term and is looking to do during this upcoming term, because it's not just, hey, we're going to put tariffs on your country. It's we're going to do this unless you do X, Y, and Z. So there are certainly things that he's looking to get out of that threat of a tariff. The other thing is to encourage domestic manufacturing, bringing jobs, bringing some of those toy capabilities, if we're talking about that industry, into the United States. The quality would also be better. However, like I said, it's a trade-off because that investment, that capability ramp up takes time, and products that are made in the United States always cost more. Labor, materials, everything costs more. And while we like to shop small and we like to shop made in America, we also like to go with that best price, Sarah.
Yeah, and we have to build the manufacturing infrastructure here for certain industries that we just don't have. So, Kelly, a lot of people return stuff today. Who can relate to getting the ugly sweater and taking it back? It happens. This year is set to break records, though, in returns, according to the National Retail Federation. How have you seen return policies change over the years, and do you think those changes have had an impact on how people actually shop?
I think they definitely have had an impact, Sarah. You see more of the low risk to no risk return policies, free shipping if you want to send something back, a full refund 30 to 60 days from that date of purchase. We are expecting to see 17% of all retail sales in 2024 returned. That's close to $900 billion. But I think you're seeing some of that behavior of, let's say, you know, I'm getting this sweater for someone. Maybe I'll get a couple of different sizes, a couple of different colors, because I have that idea of, well, I can always return it. However, even though we are going to see record returns, I mean, I think we've all been guilty of saying, yeah, I'm going to get to the store, I will return it, I'll send it back, and then that deadline does go by. So you always have to make sure to keep the receipt and keep an eye on those dates.
Yeah, chronically guilty personally of doing that. Some things never get returned. Let's shift the focus to Wall Street. I think this time of year you hear the phrase Santa Claus rally. What is that, and how is that affecting the stock exchange, if at all, this year?
This is one of my favorite terms when it comes to Wall Street. So the Santa Claus rally refers to the 5 trading days for the market at the end of the year. That actually started December 24th this year through the first 2 trading days of the new year. So that's going to end January 3rd. And this is a time of year where 79% of the time we have actually seen roughly a 1.3% increase in these major indexes. So you see a lot of optimism for the next year, people pouring in money to the stock market. And it doesn't always happen. Right now, we are on track for an increase. The last couple trading days have been strong. Today is kind of a mixed bag, but we will see come January 3rd if Santa Claus came to town for the markets or we ended up with coal, Sarah.
Oh, boy. Okay, let's hope Santa Claus was around and doing well. So the Labor Department reported new unemployment benefit numbers. They're holding steady. Is that pretty typical for this time of year?
You know, it is. Those numbers actually came in slightly lower than we expected to see. So it's kind of continuing, or jobless claims, how many people are filing for unemployment. You don't see a ton of movement this time of year. That is a weekly number. Not a lot of people are getting hired or fired during those last couple of weeks of December. That being said, the thing that I really zeroed in on, Sarah, was continuing jobless claims. So those are folks that have been on unemployment, and they are continuing to file for that because they're struggling to find a job. We are seeing that period lengthen, so it does indicate that the labor market, demand for labor is waning a bit and people are struggling to find a job. They're waiting a little bit longer. So even though the top line is very strong, you're starting to see some cracks, Sarah.
All right, very interesting. CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady, thank you so much for your time.